Republican Representative Lauren Boebert might be in a whole heap of trouble, all because of that story that we keep going back to, by the way, about that mileage reimbursement, where she reimbursed herself or filed for reimbursement for herself for more than $20,000, which would have been over 39,000 miles, which means that she's claiming with her campaign that she drove the circumference of the earth and then half the circumference of the earth during her 2020 campaign. And given the amount of time that she said this mileage took place, it's a physical impossibility that she drove that much that frequently. She basically would have had to have been in her vehicle moving for almost all day, every day. And now, thanks to the group American Muckrakers, which, yes, is the same group that took down Madison Cawthorn, they filed a complaint with the state, and now the state attorney general has decided to investigate. But here's the thing. This is a piece of the puzzle that I had previously not put together, even though I've talked about both things. It's the timeline, right? They're not just investigating like, hey, there's no way you drove this many miles, so we're looking into this. It's the amount. Because it just so happens that Lauren Boebert's restaurant had roughly $19,000 worth of liens against it. They were in danger of losing the restaurant because they couldn't pay the $19,000 worth of liens that were against it. They could lose it. And of course, this happened at the same time. Lauren Boebert miraculously drove the distance of the circumference of the earth plus half the circumference of the earth. So she was able to reimburse herself from her campaign funds for damn near the exact amount in the liens against her restaurant, which, yes, of course, once she received the money, the liens were paid. So now the feds have to determine whether or not Boebert fraudulently filed this mileage in order to pay the liens against her restaurant. I don't know about you, but based on those facts, on the surface, yeah, it sure as hell smells fishy, right? I mean, obviously, we cannot make a determination of guilt. We can't say that this is definitely what happened. All we can do is lay out the facts. But again, I gotta tell you, it's fishy. I mean, to put it mildly, super fishy, right? Like, you owe $19,000 for your restaurant or you could lose it. You have a campaign that's flush with cash. How do you get from A to B? Because you can't use your restaurant, your campaign funds to just pay your restaurant. That's illegal. So how do you get around that? Mileage, right? I mean, seems like a fairly simple solution. Yes, you had mileage for your campaign. Yeah, you drove around, you talked to people, you went to events, you did all kinds of things. But did you really drive more than 30,000 miles in the span of just a couple months? You know, $22,000 worth of miles? That just doesn't seem possible. And the state attorney general, of course, agrees. Now, Boebert herself has already shrugged this off. Says, oh, of course, this is just a partisan, blah, 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 blah. Same old talking points we hear from every Republican every time they get investigated. But this is the real deal. And this group, American Muckrakers, I love what they're doing. I love this group, right? Again, they're the group that took down Madison Cawthorn. Now they're going after Lauren Boebert, which, of course, is what they'd promised to do. They're putting their money with their mouth where their mouth is. And, of course, they've gotten results in the past, so let's hope that they get results in Colorado as well. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low, low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.